And we're back from the dead. It is the
Wow.
Lonely Time podcast with Downtime Studios. I am the host with the most, Nishant.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I don't have the most, but I have some.
You cut out. You cut out. I'm Mikkel. I'm your local IT expert, and I'm freaking out. The IT room's on fire.
Oh my god.
Everything's fine.
Oh Jesus.
Wow.
So you
This
want to
is
give
a weird.
the?
This is a weird reintroduction. I mean, we're back.
This is
Welcome
in
back.
character.
This is in character. This follows the
It
story
is.
arc, Andrew.
Yeah.
Very much
Speaking
is.
of, you want to inform our viewers of what happened since season 2 ended.
That's season 1.
No,
We were cut from CBS and we got picked up by no one.
We're independent.
Woo!
Yeah.
Pirate Radio.
Yeah.
we got picked up by Fox News, so
So
Fahrenheit
Hail
451 is just
Satan.
our lives.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Welcome back.
Oh, I forgot to start this for a recording. I forgot to tell everyone to stop talking over each other.
Too late.
Oops.
We'll promise not to, Nishant. How about you have my pinky promise?
I can't touch your pinky with mine. We're over
We
the
don't have
internet.
to. You can just picture
Eggplant
me
Emote?
touching your
We can
pinky.
just cross eggplant.
Picture
emotes,
ourselves
guys.
frauding with our pinkies.
Yes.
Okay.
Pinky fraudage.
Ew.
So yeah, this is the
God.
God damn it.
Pinky fraud.
This is the Lonely Time Brosk. Damn it, Mikkel.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Lonely Time podcast.
Well, we make
It
you
certainly
feel a little
has
less
been.
lonely.
It certainly has been a while since the last time we recorded the podcast.
We're trying
It's
a
been,
new formula.
it's
where
been
we
like
ship you the
5
ingredients
months.
for a podcast every month.
Yeah.
Because God
And
knows we are
also-
not delivering right now.
We also forget like all basic rules and decorum and like professionality.
It's all good.
We'll
all
never
good.
get better than Sweet Cherry Pie.
No.
This episode will not be better than Sweet Cherry Pie.
It
Just telling
already
you
is
now.
better.
Is it?
You started off with pinky fraud. You're off to a good point.
Pinky
So,
fraud.
what something that did happen that was big
Uh-huh.
with our company, we had the game jam. I was unable
Yeah.
to attend. Let me know what happened. What happened?
Yeah. We had the second annual Dawn of Time Studios Game Jam.
Game Jam.
Yeah, where we all got together at
Except me.
Paul's house this time, except for Mikkel, except for Will, and went to Paul's house and made a survival horror game, kinda. I mean, kinda counts, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Five Nights
you
at Fluffy's,
survive
yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
5 nights
We-
a fortnight.
it was a good time, I think. I wasn't able
It
to
was a
attend
really
all
good
of it,
time.
but I think we made
Should
some
I-
good work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, we got most of the team that could show up, and we just kind of sat down and started and made a little horror game in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's called Gallery Walk, and it's on
Itch.
itch.io.
You can check it out
Yeah.
if you want. It's.
Give it-
I mean, it's really bare bones, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
It's-
you made it in 2 days.
Yeah.
It works not as much as like a game, but as more like a jumping
A
off
walking
point for
sim.
future games.
Yeah, it's got some solid methodology in it.
Yeah.
But
We'll be incorporating it into our Battle Royale game. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
We were talking
definitely.
about making one.
were we?
Yeah, Despacito 3, Despacito.
We were looking at all the assets on the Unreal store or the Unity store. We were
Oh,
like, dude, we could
God.
totally make this into
Andrew,
a battle.
don't even
battle
joke
royale.
about that. Whole games are bought and sold on Steam that are just asset rips.
Yeah.
Please.
And they make money.
They do.
I like money.
Well,
Okay, so
mostly off
welcome
of
to
trading
the
cards.
the Drudge of Time Studios, where we just dredge up the most trash assets and then put them in our games to sell them at
Yeah.
full price.
How do game companies make money off of the trading cards?
What I'm questioning is how do mobile game companies make money? Because it's just this chain of games that advertise to other games that advertise to
Microtransactions,
other
isn't it?
games. No, but that's assuming that some idiot out there buys microtransactions.
There are
There are.
idiots. There's so many idiots who buy microtransactions.
But then why do they need to advertise it, Sean? This is a conspiracy.
Because you could. Because
there is
why?
something deeper here, and I'll be covering that in Mikkel's Conspiracy Corner.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's our
Mikkel,
new segment.
Write it,
Mikkel?
Yes.
edit it, we'll have it. We will host that.
Mikkel,
Yes.
I'm gonna blow the lid off this whole thing
Oh yes.
for
Blow me,
you
daddy.
in like 2 seconds. Mikkel,
Yes.
why only have a little bit of money when you could have a little bit more money?
That's pretty much our motto. Yeah. That's why we sold out. We're going corporate, boys.
Totally. Think of all the untapped millions we have. now that we
That
sold out
millions
to
in our
no one.
podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, all these sponsors that we don't actually get paid by.
Yeah, NASA.
We're not doing sponsors yet.
We have
We
sponsors.
barely started. We're not.
We
got
were
our space
sponsored
program
by
up and
the
going.
space program.
NASA. To continue the conspiracy.
We must
that
have been
the-
sponsored by
that the
Doki
moon
Doki at some
exists.
point in there.
Oh, yeah, Doki of Time Studios is up and running. We will get our anime reviews in. Nishant will continue to play dating sims and visual
I'm all
novels.
kinds of shook.
Oh,
Nishant will be paid, and
That
he'll
will be
be
like
miserable,
actual
but
He
he'll
will
be
be
paid.
paid in body pillow covers and anime trash.
Yeah.
You will find me suffocated to death on some anime waifu.
Like just
I will
covered
have shoved
in
it down
Ah.
my throat.
Next time on
covered in
Black
cup
Mirror.
noodles.
Oh my god.
So, since the last podcast,
Yeah.
we pretty much had an entire semester at school. It's
did.
crazy.
We have all survived. You guys want to
yeah.
brag about your grades for the grading corner?
High B's all around.
Nice.
C's get degrees, my dudes.
Huh?
C's get degrees, my dudes.
I managed not to get any C's this semester, so I'm quite pleased.
Nice.
Yeah. Surprisingly, Mikkel is the smartest out of all of us academically.
Yeah.
It's just I roll a d20 and then I get natural 20s every time the exams come around.
that
That's
makes
all
sense.
it is.
Wait till you get to grad school.
Oh God! Please don't joke about that.
Are you one of those that like takes tests really easy?
No,
Really?
it's the opposite. I have to like cram, and then I have to study weeks before I cram, and it's
Really?
just like I don't get these grades easy, man. It's never a good time.
Interesting.
I never think
I've
I'm
always
done
been-
studying.
I've always been really good at tests.
Oh, screw you, buddy.
Mikkel also has a surprisingly good work ethic for someone who
Who is it,
doesn't
me?
show up to podcast recordings.
It was weird to me when I was in high
Hey,
school.
Nishan, you know what it is? It's because I
What?
love what I do. I don't work a day in my life, and that's why we don't podcast.
It was weird to me in high school hearing that people actually studied for tests.
Wow.
We're just gonna move right on. This is a bad idea.
Mikkel's suppressed rage.
I'll save it for season.
No, but
Good
it really actually was like weird to me because I was like,
Andrew,
I-
please, can we just?
I'm
move
too
on?
smart for. I watch Rick and Morty, Mikkel.
So do I. What? You know what? To be fair,
I
though,
have
you need a high
180,
IQ.
90
What?
million
Yeah.
IQ.
200,000.
200,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So since the last podcast,
We watched Rick
I've
and
been
Morty.
we watched Rick and Morty. I've been accepted into a lot of colleges
Yeah.
and couldn't go to any of them.
Oh no.
Nishant got accepted into colleges, right, Nishant?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm going to UC Santa Cruz and join their game design program.
Nice.
So next time that there is a podcast, I believe Nishant will be recording out of Santa Cruz.
We're just going to
Yeah.
hear beach stuff going on in the background constantly.
Yeah.
Like a
stuff.
seagull
like-
just screaming into
pot.
the mic.
Or of course, my roommate furiously masturbated.
Oh no, that's the
Just
experience you get
right
with me
into
when
the
I'm
mic.
on the podcast. That's not
just beating it.
Yeah.
Just.
new. Like you'll just
just
hear
ruining
applause in the
your life.
background, and no, the only thing that's like, no, I can't go there. Yeah, that's all. It is. Exactly. Like you think
Yeah.
he's applauding you? No.
No.
What about you, Mikkel? Anything big in your life?
I'm
Since
a
the
pretty
last
good
one?
cap can these days. That's it.
Yes, you have. It's true. We've been doing more Siege. You'll be surprised to hear.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege, and we've been getting pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah.
I got like 7 kills in that last game we played.
Siege to me
Not the
is what
last game, the
League is to
second
you
last.
guys. I don't have fun doing it, but it sucks me in.
Oh, you definitely have. Don't lie to
You
us.
definitely.
No, not
yeah.
when. No, because it's either we have a good time, or I just get steamrolled and I get sad.
Dude, you play that game by yourself.
Yeah,
There's no way you play that game by
I've
yourself and
assembled
don't
a
have a good
squad
time.
of randoms that have microphones. So
Oh, okay.
that's what I play with. It's not just randoms anymore. It's randoms that I've come to know. So it's not
should
quite
get-
randoms. They're acquaintances.
Get them in the server.
Oh, I should, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you know what?
Wait.
I don't want to, because I don't necessarily trust them. Because I'm
Yeah.
convinced that one is hacking. Like one dude is just too good. Maybe he's one of those pro gamers. I did run into
Yeah.
people that were recording gameplay though,
Oh,
no.
dude.
which is concerning.
Do you
So
say hi, Ma, in chat?
no.
I'm on
But so my
TV.
amazing failures in Siege, and I recorded for people to see. So go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mediocre Sniper 331 on YouTube.
Dude,
join my clan.
I'm so excited about the new wave of montages we have coming out of Siege.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
Yeah. I love that stuff out of
the alibi montages.
Yeah, I love that stuff out of like Call of Duty. Back in the day when like Call of Duty was big and those were enormous, and it's amazing to see them come back. Like
Yeah, for
Yeah, there's-
Siege.
There's
not
a couple of them, like freaking.
The editing is top tier though.
It's really
Pitt
good.
1 does like really stupid montage.
He does amazing
I adore
montages.
them.
How dare you?
I adore them.
we've
great.
progressed so much, and it's amazing to see.
This is what Elon Musk should be funding. Screw space exploration. Just this.
Yeah. Focus on montages and montage parodies.
Elon Musk montage.
Please, Elon. Don't focus on that news rating site, you weirdo.
Oh, are we allowed to talk about that? Hang on, let me talk with.
yeah, I feel
hang on,
like
need to
that's
call
pretty
up our,
apolitical.
Our corporate sponsor real quick. No, we're not allowed.
No, we're not allowed.
No,
Elon Musk is our Lord and Savior, despite his
no.
morally
He
ambiguous
isn't.
character.
It's
Richard
oh,
Branson?
No, I was going to say the Fox News person. Oh, I can't say. I've said too much.
Roger Ailes.
No, he's retired, Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
He got excommunicated.
Yeah, huh.
All right, let's
Moving right along.
roll on.
I'm going,
to, let's-
also, big news. I'm going to Germany on Friday, so that's big.
Yeah.
I got accepted as a part of Pasadena Sister Cities Committee, and we'll be going to Germany for 6 weeks to different families to, I believe, translate a website that is originally in German into English, which I'm really excited for. So also, that's another possibility that I may be able to record the podcast in Germany. So you get fun German stories,
I
which...
thought you were going to say you were going to do it in German.
Oh yeah, I can do that too. But we had, I don't know if you guys remember, but the Lost podcast we had was actually recorded in Germany.
oh yeah.
You remember the Lost podcast, the one
We
that
don't
nobody
talk
knows
about
about?
that one. It was lost.
That's
for a
one of my
reason.
favorite ones. We
Let's
have
not
morning
find
beer.
it.
We talk about morning beer in that one.
Right,
We do
yeah.
talk about morning beer.
That is a good
Not
one.
morning as in death, morning as in
No, we
the
do it for
sun.
both.
Yeah.
That's true.
White
one out for the
wheat
homie.
beer. German wheat beer is a Munich morning beer kind of thing, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like eating cereal, except it's beer.
It's
Remember,
like saying Guinness is good for you.
Yeah,
Which
didn't
is-
they say that at one point?
It was their marketing campaign.
Okay. Yeah.
just to say
And
that it's
it-
not
it
good for
is-
you.
It is nutritious in the fact that it does have nutrients.
I mean, yes.
I mean,
This popcorn I'm eating has nutrition or nutrients.
Yeah.
like a Twinkie has some form of nutrition, but you can't supplement that for a breakfast.
Yeah.
Can't stop me, Mikkel.
Welcome to the Snack of Time podcast, where we talk about nutrition.
Dude, that is the best part of this podcast is finding out what each of us are eating this week. That's why we
Oh,
have an
yeah.
episode
And-
dedicated to it.
And what we're eating while we're recording, which is why I'm
Check
gonna
it
go reach
out.
over to
Check
my
out-
nacho bag over here.
At
just,
youtube.com, search Donna Time Studios Sweet Cherry Pie. You'll find that episode. It's all about what food we're eating. Links upon
episode.
links upon links.
We're
I'm a
just
link
gonna
master.
keep referencing Sweet Cherry Pie because it's the best episode.
It's
It
not the
is.
best episode. The audio mixing is bad in that one.
Wow.
It is. I'm not even kidding.
We're breaking up the band.
So we had our game jam. That was good. We have a lot of changes in our lives. It's
We grew as
crazy.
people.
Grew as people.
We had the tournament.
Except for
arc.
Mikkel.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Mikkel did grow as a person. He
I've
grew-
regressed. I am 12
We got
now.
together at one point and drank beer and watched Blade Runner, and it was good.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but yeah.
Nah.
You weren't there. Mikkel wasn't there.
I'm
is,
training
like,
in the
title.
mountains and getting jacked.
He was there in
Mikkel
spirit.
wasn't there is the name of this episode. It's done.
That's the name of my new show. It's like, where's Carmen Sandiego? Except you try to find being and always just home.
Ooh.
Just at home.
Just watching my Defender cams.
Dude, can I
Nice.
bring up $1 million idea right now?
Yes.
Hit me with it.
So a subscription box,
Yes.
but it has a different like puzzle in it, like Where's Waldo in it each month.
That actually sounds like it'd be kind of nice.
It'd be kind of nice, right?
Like you'd have a different puzzle every. Like they mail it to you, or they just like email it.
Yeah,
to
that'd
you?
be
Yeah.
that'd be pretty
The
sweet,
the
actually.
market's kind of niche, I think.
No, but if it was like
Who's willing to
a
spend
ch-
money
a
on
fairly
that?
cheap subscription service, or if it was just free,
Yeah.
because you don't even
You
need
have
to
to
make
take
your
into
own
account-
puzzles. Like you could just find PDFs of puzzles
Yeah.
and send those to
Yeah.
people.
You have to take into account shipping.
Not
of
if
course.
it's an online thing, because it's a puzzle.
You can't do that monthly then.
No, because if it's like
Maybe
a
you
Where's
can.
Waldo thing, just a PDF.
Dude. All right, I'll make the website. You start advertising that, Mikkel.
Yeah, Puzzle
Nobody
Time
take
Studios
that.
out now. Link in
The
description.
the patent's already submitted, so you can't
It's
take that.
done.
Yep.
Yeah.
We already got LegalZoom on the phone.
So, welcome to the Dawn of Time Studios Lonely Time podcast. My name's Andrew.
What?
I'm not
what
so
just
grump.
happened?
This is Nishant,
What?
and we're here
Did we
joined by Tommy
reset?
Vitor.
What?
Hi,
Mikhail's
welcome
Tommy
to
Vitor.
Dawn of Time Save America. I'm Tommy Vitor.
Hello, Tommy Vitor. Mikkel is Tommy Vitor now. I like that.
Dude, it's a good aesthetic. It's a
That's
good
my new.
aesthetic.
That's
Tommy
my new
Vitor,
AU.
though. Why are we talking about like a much more serious podcast?
All right, let's start over. This is bad.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
Yeah,
Grump.
let's start over. Hi, everybody. Welcome
Oh
back
my
to
God.
the Dawn of Time Studios Lonely Time podcast. My name is
His
Andrew.
ass.
God.
This is Nishant. Nishant,
No,
you
we
need to
need to start
introduce
again.
yourself.
Hang on, I'll start. Okay.
Let's start again.
Oh my God.
I'll start. One.
Do it.
2. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Lonely Time Podcast.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the
God
Lonely Time podcast.
Okay.
We're getting
The bit
back
is
into
good.
it.
The bit is good. The bit is good.
The
bit
bit
is
is
dead.
done. We need to move.
All right.
So,
all right.
what have you guys been listening to? Any new music you guys are listening to?
Yeah.
Mikhail, do you want to start us?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I've been listening to more classic rock. I've shown you my playlist. It's really weird. I don't think
You
most
listen to
of it-
weird classic rock.
Yeah, like a lot of Kansas stuff like that. Not Kansas isn't that weird, but like a lot of bands that I didn't know existed until now, like Jethro
Weird
Tull,
as in,
Oh, Jethro
IQ.
Tull.
Focus apparently.
Jethro Tull is really good. They have that rock flute.
Oh, the rock flute.
Rock
Okay,
flute.
yeah.
Rock
Okay,
flute.
Pink Floyd, King Crimson.
Oh,
So
Oh,
a lot
you're
of-
not-
two solid choices.
Do you have King Crimson on Spotify? I thought they didn't have anything on Spotify.
Oh no, they do.
Do they? Okay.
They do. They have the Court of the Crimson King on Spotify.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really good song.
So how about you, Nishant?
I've been going through and like just sort of catching up on like hip hop stuff because right now is like a crazy time because of Kanye. Thanks Kanye.
Very cool.
I listened to Daytona by Pusha T.
Yeah.
Solid album. Although like I feel like I'm sort of falling a little bit out of love with Pusha T. He's really clever and he's got like a great sense of like flow and rhyme and he's very adaptable to like different beats. But like I am sort of getting tired of him talking about dealing coke all the time.
I thought with that name he'd be talking about racing, but all right.
Not everything is initial D.
No, I mean it's the Daytona 500. Nishant, it's an American racing thing.
Indy 500, I thought.
No, it's the Daytona racing circuit. My bad. The point is, it's still racing. It's not just initial D, Nishant.
Yeah. Daytona's or
Well-
Indy 500's going on right now, right?
I'm a patriot. I'm up on my American things.
Nice. Happy Memorial Day, by the way.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's
We're
what
not getting
recording.
paid overtime.
Respect to
Nah.
our armed service members. No, really, that's genuine. Like
Of course, yeah.
they make the ultimate sacrifice.
Respect. Yeah. Support the troops.
Yeah. So how about you, Andrew? What have you been into?
I go with the wind. I listen to all. No, I'm kidding. I recently I found Death Grips, who's
Oh,
great.
Okay. Yeah. The meme band. I know.
They're not a meme band.
They are. They're up there with
They're
Smash
not a
Mouth.
meme band.
They're not.
They are.
Death Grips are great.
Yeah, I'll
Death
take that
Grips
as
are
irony.
alright.
They suck, guys.
You got it. You
Yeah.
did it. You trolled me. Master troll, Mikkel. But yeah, lots of hip hop for me.
Oh.
Which is
'Cause of
cool
me.
because I never really liked hip hop that much, but been getting into it a lot.
Because I keep
Radiohead,
sending you Rex.
a lot of Radiohead.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Radiohead's
Because
solid.
I'm a music snob. What can I say?
No, I mean that's fine.
Viva La Vida. What's that band name that did? band that did-
Coldplay.
Coldplay haven't been good since they released God Put a Smile Upon Your Face. Which is like one of their first songs. I'm a music snob. What can I say?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all. Also, I've been trying to power through a couple albums so I could get them on recommendations because there's a lot
Ooh.
of a lot of good music coming out.
Yes, and we've been
I think-
doing music recommendations. Like we've kind
Yeah.
of codified that a little.
Yeah, and we're to like expand our own music boundaries with me, Andrew, and our friend Paul.
And Paul,
is
who, if you
okay.
remember from the second episode, was actually a guest.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Paul also got accepted into the college he applied to, since we talked about that earlier.
Yes,
So
yeah.
congrats
That
to
too.
Paul.
He's going to UC Irvine.
Yes.
Correcto.
Sounds really hot. Too hot. Is it really hot where you guys are? Because it's really hot where I am.
It is, yeah. That's mostly
Too
because
hot.
of, like
It's
I
chilly
haven't
here.
shed my winter coat yet, so it is just like steaming, regardless
Lord,
of
why?
where I go.
Yeah.
Better do it soon because that summer is coming and
I'm not
it's
gonna
gonna
bother.
be toasty.
I am just going
Dude.
to be like a little pork rind at the end of summer. I will be delicious.
Summer is coming. Perfect
Yes.
transition. I've been watching Game of Thrones
Hey.
season 5.
You've told me what have you thought about that?
It's trash. it's really well done.
Yes.
I'm messing with. It's very well done. I made it a point when I started watching the show to read the books first, which means that I'm catching up with the show a lot later than it came out. But it also means that I know a lot more about what's happening in the stories. So
Yeah.
there's it's a win some lose some kind of thing.
Sure.
But season 5, I think, is where they really start to go off of the book. Like they did kind of in season 3 and season 4 a little bit, but season 5 they're really starting to like lose the book kind of.
It'll just become Dark Souls by the end. They'll be fighting weird, like open surgery dragons.
I'm into it, but
That would be cool,
that's the
actually.
thing.
I'd love that.
I'm into it because it's not called A Song of Ice and Fire. It's called A Game
No.
of Thrones, and honestly, they covered A Game of Thrones. So like, it's well written, well done. They obviously have a plan in mind because that's the
yeah.
only instance of the story that is actually going to reach conclusion because he's never going to actually release the next book.
Oh yeah.
George R. R. Martin will die
Yeah.
on an unfinished copy of Winds of Winter.
No, he'll have the entire series played out along with alternate endings, director's cuts, just in book form. But he'll
So
just
I
have
may
it
as
like
well.
Scrooge McDuckvault.
He actually did tell the makers of the show how the book ends.
Yeah, and that's what's good because they know what's coming, so they can write.
So they
to
can write
it.
toward it. But the
Yeah.
books will have a different ending, so people will still go and buy the books. I think it's a nice compromise. The anime
It's a
doesn't have to
smart-
follow the manga.
It's a smart business plan, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that gets on my nerves sometimes. There are some aspects of the show that are like, that or some aspects of the book that were really cool that they're
they're
just
left out
kind
of
of
the
cutting. Like I'm gonna go spoilery here.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute you real quick. There you go.
I'm going spoilery for season 5, book 5. So if you haven't, I mean, feel free to skip 5 minutes, a minute, 2
No, I'll
minutes.
leave
I
the
don't
It's
know.
call
been
and come
2
back.
years. If it's
Exactly.
been 2 years, you're not going to read
But
it.
I would be upset. I would
Yeah,
not
yeah.
want to watch it if I were
Understandable.
in that position. But so in the books, they don't cover Ramsay Bolton a lot.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like we see him every once in a while through the eyes of
Other people.
Theon Greyjoy or through I think we see him with Jamie at one point. I don't know, but like we just see hints at him, and then we just kind of hear about him off in the side, and he's allowed to be this really bad character who's just kind of not covered that much. But in the movie, or in the movie, Jesus,
In the
the
show,
TV
yeah.
show,
In
they really focus on. They really focus on Ramsay Bolton.
No, I think it's
to
just
a point
because-
where it's just graphic and disgusting.
No, but I think, and this is where I disagree with you. They wanted to make sure that he was irredeemably a bad dude that you wanted dead.
But I get that.
That was the whole crux of the season. They want you to want this dude to die
I
in
get
the worst
that,
way
though.
possible.
Like I got that when I saw him skinning Theon Greyjoy. Like I don't
also,
need him. I don't.
though-
It just makes me feel gross to watch that constantly. And what's really egregious though is that they're really ramping the story of Arya Stark
Yeah.
in
Her story
the
is
black
radical,
and white.
and I hate that you're mad about that.
Her story is cool, but it's so much cooler in the books.
Really?
And yeah,
That's
it's
possible?
so much cooler in the books.
Okay, I will read the books and get back to you.
You haven't read the books?
I haven't. Nishant, you know I don't read.
You'd enjoy them. I know you would enjoy them.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, but I will say one thing though. You have a point. They didn't need to ramp up the Boltons being bad. They have a skinned dude on their flag.
Yeah.
Like that's
Like-
kind of the indicator that they're bad dudes, unless they're just big fans of beef jerky, and that's actually what's on the flag. That'd be great. I want that. George R. R. Martin, that's the twist right there. Boom.
Get on it.
Sixth book written. The Boltons were
But
just
I just
like
got to the
fans of
episode
beef
where he
jerky.
marries Sansa Stark, which does not happen in the book.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And his wedding night, and I just couldn't watch. Like, there's no need. That's just graphic at that point.
What? Where everyone died at the wedding?
No, where he rapes Sansa Stark.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's no need for that.
No, again, this is just more of them trying to ramp him up as a bad guy, but
Yeah.
I mean, I get. Yeah, they didn't need to have him do that.
Yeah.
Like he was a
Yeah.
bad dude. No, here's the thing, right? Because if he was that terrible human being, but he's nice to Sansa, it'd be weird.
It would be.
Like, really, that's where
I
you draw
agree.
the line, dude?
But like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like pulling like part of me is just like they took away like time from other things so they can focus on Theon Greyjoy being the worst.
That's
No,
Not
no,
Theon Greyjoy.
Ramsay Bolton.
Theon Greyjoy's
Ramsay Bolton being
fine.
the- no, on like Ramsay Bolton being the worst
Yeah.
because like
I mean, Theon Greyjoy isn't great.
the,
No, but he's
the-
like, no, he's not the bad guy. Definitely not.
No.
But like the sand snakes were really cool in the books and in the
The sand
in the show.
snakes? Is
You
that
don't
an
know the
actual
sand-
snake or like a group of people calling themselves?
It's a group of people.
Okay, good, because the sand snakes is a stupid snake name. You
Group
should get rid of it.
group of daughters of Oberyn Martell.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds rad.
And
They
were
are in the
really, really
show.
cool. They what?
They are in the show.
Oh, they're the
No,
assassins.
they are in the show, but they don't get as like they're not.
No, they just kind of get
cool.
destroyed. I remember that.
They get 20
No.
minutes of screen time. That's it.
Yeah, and in like most of them, one of them is topless. It's just like, oh, dude, character development.
No, come on, man. They're
Thanks.
wearing that female RPG plot armor. They got it. All you need, right there. I'm cupping
Yeah.
my man
Like-
titties right now. You can't see that, but I'm describing. So you can
And that whole
RPG
story
plot armor.
of going to Dorne. Do you remember
Yeah.
when in the show Jaime Lannister goes to Dorne?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in the book because it doesn't make
What? Not at
sense.
all.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay, no,
he's
explain why it
leader
doesn't
of
make
the he's commander of the City Watch.
Oh, he can't just.
Why
peace
would he be
out.
going to Dorne?
Yeah.
Yeah, it, makes
It
no
doesn't
sense.
make sense.
I didn't think of that at the time, but yes.
Yeah.
I think like this is like when people like really started complaining about the show, like where you are right now, Andrew. Because
Yeah.
See, now I'm happy
It's-
that I haven't read the books, because otherwise I'd also be angry. And now you wouldn't have this chill voice in the podcast. We'd all just be angry.
You'd be just as nerd ragey as me.
No,
Nice.
I'd still be pretty chill. I'd be more mad about Siege still.
Yeah, we can be playing that at the same time as doing this podcast.
We
as
should.
well.
no, we
I'm
can't.
opening it up. Here we go.
No,
Can you imagine? We should just live stream actually.
we can. We'll do live stream podcasts,
Yeah. Ooh.
Live casts, yeah.
live casts.
Yeah. I like
Dude,
that.
We're breaking new ground.
Yeah.
Innovating on Twitch.
But I've also been watching
Yeah.
Generation Kill, which
That's-
is very
is that an
interesting.
anime?
No.
That sounds
It's-
like an anime, though.
It
It does, doesn't it? It's an HBO show. I'm not sure when it
Ah.
came out, but it's about the invasion of Iraq.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna just mute myself real quick. There we go.
I think Mikkel's like
Ah.
being breached.
There's
Okay.
nothing I can say about this.
Oh,
Nothing that is not stupid will come out of my mouth about Iraq.
it's very interesting. It's
Okay.
a very interesting show.
Yeah.
The,
It's an HBO
the-
show. I'd expect it to
Yeah,
be.
yeah. The characters are really well written.
Now, are there titties though? It's an HBO show. You see,
Not
this is what I
yet.
meant. Damn it.
But
lost
I mean,
all of my
there's
interest.
always talk about that. Like these
Always
are
talk about titties.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
of course, dude. These
It's
are
just-
Marines.
It's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
our podcast.
Dude.
Brilliant.
These are Marines, man. They haven't seen like girls in like the longest time.
That's why they're such vicious monsters.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay quiet and hope the moment passes.
There's your pint of anarchy from Nishant.
Yep.
Just a pint.
Yep.
For
Just a
those
pint.
of you in the
Come in pints?
for
Oh,
those of
yeah.
you in the metric system, that's about 200 milligrams.
Who cares?
Milliliters.
If you're in the metric system, you don't get to be watching this.
Yeah, let me.
What? No.
You're right. Let me hang up. Sorry.
No, I'm kidding. That's
What
actually
H-
an
you know what
okay
HBO
part
show
of
I've
our
been
audience.
watching lately?
What have you been watching?
Westworld. Love that show.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm all up on season 2.
Are you telling me about that? Because I don't
Of course
know a
you're on
lot
season
about.
2. It's about Japanese things. And you're a dirty
No, that
weeb.
wasn't why. I just love this Western theme. I like
Right.
it. No, because it is. Look, Nishant, you guys love Blade Runner, right? Because it discusses like, are robots people? That's a stupid
Yeah.
oversimplification. But listen, it's being put through the filter that is me. So
Eh,
it's like,
it's not-
is
it's not.
robots people?
It's robots.
Is robots people? Do they
It's
think
not a
it'd be
bad
how it
like
is? Do it.
analysis.
But like that's the whole crux of it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So and that's what's interesting about Westworld because what's happened? Can I spoil this? It's been out. Season 1's been out. The twist has happened.
I mean, I would
I
love to
haven't
watch
seen
it
it.
at
Yeah.
some point.
Okay, so basically,
Just give us close
robots
notes, maybe.
become really like people.
Yeah.
Like they gain choice, which I get. I mean, that's pretty much in Blade Runner too. But
Yeah.
the thing before was they didn't have choice before. They were like
Automatons.
yeah, like the synths in Fallout. Like you could give them voice commands and they would stop all motor function. They, you could reboot them.
But some operating system updated, and now
Yeah, pretty much. And now they have better antivirus protection. It's great.
Nice.
No, but basically what happens is when they die, they die for real, you know what I mean? Because they're sentient now.
Oh.
So they're like
I
the Gen
see.
3 synths from Fallout 4. So now it becomes this moral thing for them as well as the people. Is it okay for us to kill these? Because yeah,
okay.
they're I don't know what I can and can't say. This is terrible. Why did you think of this question? Nishant, I'm blaming you.
Why? I've been almost entirely silent this time.
You wrote this question.
Nope.
I did not.
You were like, Nishant, you put Westworld in there. And I was like, okay, I can talk about Westworld.
Nope.
Neither of you have seen it.
He did not put Westworld.
Neither of you have seen the show.
I do the what are we talking about this week?
God
Yeah.
damn.
That's my
Andrew.
job.
Okay, I'm going to crucify you then.
No.
Fine.
I mean, so explain what you can, like.
I don't know what I can. You haven't
From
seen
a
season
philosophical
1.
perspective.
Okay, so you
Do you want to restart? We can restart.
no.
Do what?
No.
Hi, everybody.
do we-
Welcome to
no,
the Downtime
no, we're not doing
Studios
this bit
Lonely
again.
Time podcast.
No.
I'm
okay.
Andrew, your host.
I'm just shut up having a good time.
No. I'm not so grump, and I'm becoming very grump right now.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Look, okay, so the big question is robots people? Can we murder them?
Yeah.
And that becomes a big part in season 2. Because now that the robots are sentient, So
But, go for it. I mean, at this point, I don't
some
care.
robots are woke, some aren't. So now
Okay.
it becomes a question of which ones are we okay with killing? Because yeah, they're against us because the robots that aren't woke will still be against other robots that aren't woke. Like they'll still really hate slaves and stuff.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like if they're like the secessionist robots, let's say.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So is it cool for us to kill them even though they're woke? Because now it's like they die for real. They're aware of what's happening. We're killing sentient beings, which is
That's
the exact
interesting.
opposite of what we wanted to do. Because that's what the people were doing to them, right? So
Yeah.
that's what I find interesting. Like it's not just
Yeah.
the titties, though the titties are nice. They are top quality.
They're in there.
Yeah, they're in there. It's an HBO show.
Okay.
But like
Or a
that's what I
Netflix
find-
original trying
it's
to
not-
be an HBO show.
Well, no, it is an HBO show. It's very much an
Yeah,
HBO
yeah.
show. But like that's what I find interesting because like, what do we define as sentience? What do we define as real? Because the robots
interesting.
that are woke, some of them still value what was programmed into them.
Yeah.
Like, they still value each other as
Mm-hmm.
entities for some reason, even though they know that affection was coded into them.
yeah.
So like, what is real? What is just
yeah.
a
That is
natural
interesting.
like urge? Like
I
what's
ac-
instinct? What's actually us. You know?
Yeah, that's interesting because I mean I actually just finished up a final draft on an essay on this for my English
do tell.
class. Yeah, well, I mean it was just analyzing Blade Runner from that perspective, or 2049, and Blade Runner at large. But I talked about the idea of a soul, because that's a line. Have you seen 2049 yet, Mikkel?
I have, yeah. I thought it was
Yeah,
pretty
so
good.
there's a line in it where Kay justifies his job. He kills replicants. He justifies it as that he is a machine and they are machines because they haven't really been born.
It's a toaster killing another toaster, yeah.
Yeah, he says that they don't have souls. So like the line is to be born is to have a soul. And that's how he can kind of justify his like killing these people. So like from his perspective, the existence of morality in killing a thing comes from whether it was born or not.
Sure.
So in that case, for Westworld, none of it would really be considered. But that's only from his perspective. Like there's a lot of perspectives on
no, it's
the
an
idea.
interesting perspective to have, though.
Well, of
because
course,
that
yeah.
means,
but-
even if that means we don't value the sentients because they're not born. So
Yeah.
we could extend that argument, right?
But
So, like,
but then that's where the sentience is. Like, do we value that sentience?
Do we value that
the-
over where they come from? Yeah.
Of course, yeah. And there's discussion of like what sentience means and stuff like that. Like, sentience as a concept started from the idea of language and the idea of an internal language. Because if you can have an inner dialogue with yourself, you have things that the outside world can't see.
So, that's what makes
you're
you
more
sentient?
you're more than what's outside, than
I've-
what you present.
Okay.
But so just having language doesn't
enough, is
really make sentience, or else Siri would be sentient.
Right,
or,
because that's just like feedbacking. That's talking to your phone, seeing what apps you're
yeah,
running and shit. Yeah.
or Alexa would be sentient, or something like that.
Now, Alexa's definitely listening to you, though, so be careful. I haven't.
Don't
Did I
buy
tell you
one.
guys I got an Alexa recently?
That's another thing too. Like because you can't stop technology, right?
No.
Technology is going to continue progressing no matter what.
Yeah.
Because the people who make the technology
Want to
aren't
make it. Yeah. They're not going to stop.
are
us.
going to make it and are not like watched by anybody, any higher power.
The issue is that we don't have people who know how the technology works watching them. You know what I mean? Like we don't have people who know how the technology
Yeah.
works in legislature, for example.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into politics, but that's just like a good blanket statement for me to throw it out there.
Of course, yeah. I mean, a lot of politicians are old people.
Oh, but that's definitely true. That good.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that
Yeah,
back down. That
that's
was
a
very
fairly
dangerous.
apolitical statement, I
You
guess.
walked us back from that cliff. Thank you, friend.
So the idea of like that the technology will continue to progress no matter what. So eventually we'll have robots like Westworld, or Blade Runner, or this new David Cage Rage Cage game, Detroit Become Human, where the robots are indistinguishable from
people, yeah.
from people. And to keep progressing towards more and more recognized, or less and less recognizably inhuman, they'll be given more and more human traits, like Tyrell in Blade Runner, more human than human. He started to create like emotions, an emotional response to things, because that makes sense, right? Like if Siri can have an emotional response to something, that makes her seem infinitely more human than like just blank, boring, nothing statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do we talk about, right? Can we talk about this stuff without fearing the robot uprising? I don't know.
So
When it does come, it'll be very lame compared to what we expect, though.
I don't know. Will it?
No, it
so
will
Andrew,
be, because here's
wait.
what we have going, right? Like, if we, like, you remember Terminator?
Fucking
You remember Terminator?
popcorn all over my keyboard. God damn it.
Okay, see, it's happening. The popcorn is sentient.
My keyboard, no.
All right, Mikhail, go ahead.
Yeah. So, and this was covered by XKCD. That's the guy who does the What If
Yeah,
things in
yeah.
the
Randall
XKCD
Munroe, he's
comics.
great.
Yeah, he's great. And he did this exact scenario in a what if question. And he covered the fact that technology is terrible. Like, it's made by us, so it's flawed. So even if the robots were to uprise, yes, we have like prototype robots that can open doors and climb stairs, but the majority can't, right? Like if your
Yes.
Wi-Fi enabled Roomba were to try and murder you, it couldn't. It would just bump into the into the ledge.
Yeah.
It
But I
has
feel
no
like-
3D vision. It just bumps into stuff, turns around, and then vacuums around it. That's its.
But
full
that's
ability.
inconvenient, right? Right now, it's inconvenient that your Roomba can't go upstairs. So why wouldn't we be able to say that the Roomba people are like, in the next one, we're going to make the Roomba be able to climb
No, but
stairs?
I'm saying right now, in this moment. I'm not saying
Yeah,
in the
right
future.
now.
Like right
if
now,
there's a
they
robot
could be
uprising
making
right
it.
now, coming out of Boston Dynamics, it's going to be lame.
It's going to
It's gonna
suck.
be really lame.
Like it'll be like, oh, there was a mild uprising. The Roombas
Yeah.
refused to clean until we gave them
A
workers'
Boston
rights.
Dynamics robot fell on someone today, and it was a robot uprising.
He's not injured. He just
Technically, it'd
kinda,
be a
like,
downfall.
He
Given
twisted.
how it
He
started.
twisted an ankle.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt, but I want to update people.
Mm-hmm.
I've switched snacks now. I'm now eating a Kinder Happy Hippo.
I'm glad.
Just
this is
keeping
what
people up
you're-
on.
This is a
on
big
the
part of the
snacks.
lore.
Yeah.
We're going through the like food anime phase. We're gonna just like
Mm-hmm.
have really picturesque shots of our food now.
Welcome back to Dining of Time Studios.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
So-
I think-
But if a robot had access to the entirety of human history, all of the internet, we're able to search through that all.
the internet. No. All
Can
our
you
shit
imagine?
posts.
Yeah.
You know what? The most powerful robot, all we would need to do to destroy us, like this generation of people, turn off the internet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dude.
We'd actually be
that
forced
would be
to talk to
terrible.
each other.
That's what we're talking about when like cyber warfare
There
happens.
would need no nukes would need to be launched. We'd just be like, what? How do we
this
launch
this
the
is
nukes?
cyber
We
warfare.
can't send the new people an email. Damn it!
But so much of the world relies on internet today,
Yeah.
right? Like banking, train systems rely on the
This
internet.
podcast,
Our future, our
livelihoods.
Yeah. Planes rely on internet. I mean, all this stuff relies on that stuff. Can you imagine if it just went out? That's why Y2K was so scary to people. But like, obviously that never
We'd have
happened.
to convert to a radio show. The horror.
Yeah. I'd be down actually.
That'd
Dude,
be kind of cool. Yeah.
Whoa! What was that
Yeah, I like that.
squeal?
I think I was deflating slightly. Hang on.
just a little.
No, because like, I'm basically just a blowfish, right? Like I just inflate, my spikes like poke out. I have to like slowly deflate. I tried to do it quietly. It did not work.
Hey, Mikkel,
Yeah.
if there's a robot uprising, can I go to your house?
Oh, absolutely. Alexa will be
cool.
listening in and warning the other robots when you come. But yeah.
Can we reenact Shaun of the Dead?
Oh, absolutely. I've not seen
Okay,
that
good.
movie, but I'll let you do the reenacting.
What?
Mikhail hasn't seen anything.
I'm
worth
basically
watching.
Captain America, except much less impressive.
The first of the Cornetto trilogy movies. You have seen a Cornetto trilogy movie. I know this.
Uh,
Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz.
oh yeah, yeah.
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 I also
think,
saw World's End.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
You haven't
Hot
seen the
Fuzz, I
first
think, is
one?
the best. And then it goes Shaun of the Dead and then World's End.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. But do you think you could do well on a robot apocalypse?
A robot apocalypse, probably.
Yeah.
My whole life living like off of slightly stale bread, I can survive.
Maggot-y bread.
No, listen, those are just extra
It's
protein. my
extra
dudes.
protein.
I like it.
That bit on Man vs. Wild where he eats the goat balls, that actually is the best part. Mm-hmm. Same for roosters. French people know what's up.
So, real quick, I'm gonna jump in here because I don't want the conversation to get away from the original topic I wanted to
It
bring
has,
up before, like,
but- It has.
literally everyone had.
We
like,
we
you
dropped
guys-
the balls on this one.
All right, so we're gonna go one at a time. Mikkel, what do you think? What do you think creates sentience? If a robot has this, then they are sentient. What do you think? Do we want to start with Andrew?
No, I got this.
You got
Alright.
this?
If they think it be how it is and it do, they sentient. That's it. Thank you very much. On to you.
We got too serious for Mikkel. He blew a fuse. We apologize.
No, because it's tough to decide what's sentient, right?
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't be too hard for them to just look into their... Like, one idea is, okay, if they know what they are, they're sentient. But it's not too hard for, say, a chicken to realize it's a chicken. Like, it can look at itself, look at its friends, and go, yeah, I'm one of these dudes. I'm white, I lay eggs. Or if they're a rooster, I scream every morning at dawn.
Yeah.
That dude screams every morning at dawn. We're the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say what makes sentience.
I
don't know.
I couldn't say what makes sentience. All I can say is like how different things portray what makes sentience, and it is portrayed differently in each like sci-fi property with the focuses on artificial intelligence. Like it's different from like Ex Machina to WALL-E to Blade Runner or something.
What do you think was the most like poignant out of them?
Blade Runner.
WALL-E, definitely.
Blade Runner.
WALL-E. WALL-E's an interesting case.
The little cube trash bot realizing that there was more to life than making trash cubes.
Yeah.
And realizing he was one of many broken down trash bots whose only purpose in life was to pick up trash.
Yeah.
For their like overlords that would never return. That was deep, man.
See, that's the weird thing when it comes to sentience, because I think sentience in
It's
a
hard to
lot of
define.
cases is presented as a search for meaning and like purpose in this world, which from a machine, from a robot, makes no sense. Like, why would WALL-E question his existence? His existence was made when he was made. Like, he picked up trash. That's what he did. In Rick and Morty, the guy passed butter.
The butter bot.
The butter
yeah.
bot. Like, there's no point in questioning sentience.
No, it's because the butter bot was one of his kind, right? And like Rick, being the kind of dude that he is, gave it the ability to question what his purpose was.
Yeah.
No one made WALL-E so that he could question why he picks up trash.
But that's where
Right?
the sentience comes in. I think in the question, why am I here? Like,
Like maybe so if something can question why it's there and come to some conclusion, even if it's wrong,
and
that's sentience.
That's
So
where the
it's-
paradox kind of comes in. Because
So
if
it's-
Siri asked itself why it's there, all it had to do was look up a Wikipedia page on Siri.
or
and,
just
like,
say, I am here to respond to human query.
Yeah.
That's it.
But once we give it that like capability of asking why it's here, I think you don't create it with a purpose at that point. I think that's kind of the weird.
What I think
So
is
do you think it is
interesting-
like?
yeah.
Do you think that? Do you think it's like self-awareness that creates the robot, or do you think it's
But
more
then-
existentialism?
It's more
I think-
existential.
Yeah. Because
It's
how
in
do you
that-
define self-awareness?
It's in that search for purpose
For
and
meaning.
meaning.
Yeah.
Now, what I find interesting, though, was if you'd asked me the same question when we exited high school,
Yeah.
I would have said, well, if it can predict stuff, like if it could predict patterns and respond to how we act. But that's not a thing anymore. Now you have these massive search engines that can just go, yeah, you want an ad about erectile dysfunction medicine?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have erectile dysfunction. It's not sentient, though. I know it's tracking my stuff. I know it has. I know that it knows I can't get it up, but that's not sentient.
Yeah.
But do you think that
I
like?
could have told you that.
Do you think the
did
first
just tell you
robots
that.
that will actually have this kind of sentience will be like the search engine?
Do you think we'll ever
optimization ones?
reach that? Do you think? Are you asking?
Because they no,
Now,
like
that would be
do
a
you-
terrifying thing.
Of
Yeah,
course
Just
we'll
to
reach
get
that in a
sentient.
shot.
What?
Yeah.
No,
Of
but do
course
you
we
think
will.
that'll be first?
What?
What?
Like the first robot to achieve sentience will be one of the search engine algorithm bots.
That would be interesting.
I
think
don't
that
know.
they would want to not make. I think
it
the
has to be a
companies wouldn't
combination.
Want that to be the first thing.
I think
Because-
it can come from search engine algorithm, like if Google were making it. But I feel like that comes
It
from like
wouldn't-
a
It
cooperation
couldn't
between
be Google though. Google couldn't be the first thing.
like, the Yahoo. Is it Bing? It's Bing.
Bing.
No. It was Bing all along.
It's Rainbow Six matchmaking.
Ah, no.
Knows.
It
Well,
knows.
well, personally, if you wanted my opinion on it, I would say
Please.
that something becomes sentient when it has like a want for something, when it pursues a goal on its own.
Okay, so
What?
like
That makes
I have
no
a good
sense.
example. No, I have a good example.
No, that's
Okay.
dumb. You're
No,
dumb.
no, hang on.
Roombas do that.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
They do. I'm not.
No, hear me out.
I was about to defend
Hear me
myself.
out.
Why are you getting so pissy? Okay.
Please
No,
defend
listen,
Nishan
Nishan.
Mikkel.
All right, go.
This is a fair podcast. We have 1 against 1 for. Okay, so here's my 4. So you remember R2D2 from Star Wars?
Yes.
You remember when he has the little probe thing that he dicks the wall with and unlocks doors with?
Yes.
That's what happens. That's what happens. Look
I
it
don't
up.
think you're
Watch
defending
it.
his point. I
He
don't
is
think
just
you're
like,
defending
oh
his
yeah,
point.
door
I think
you
you're just
unlock for
memeing.
me. Now look, they command R2 to open the door. He opens the door. He has no want of his own. But if he just wanted to dick that door to get it unlocked for his own
Yeah.
purposes, then he's sentient. Because robots have no need to procreate.
Uh-huh.
He has. Why would he
He's
get out of the
opening
door?
the door of his
He's
own
not a
volition.
door.
What? You had a legitimate
Why would he want to give it over his
point.
D2?
I don't
You had
get
a
this point you're
legitimate
making.
point, and I don't know why you inserted the sexual innuendo.
Because that's the first thing that came to mind.
All right. Let me defend myself.
Nishan,
because
please
Mikhail
defend your
can't-
point.
Mikhail can't get away from door sex.
You can't keep getting away with this.
George Lucas, that's it. That's the next Star Wars R2D2 going around giving things his D2.
No. Nishan, please save us. Help me.
So what I mean by that is when
Yes.
when a robot can create its own goals and it
Uh-huh.
it wants something for itself or for something it it cares about, like when a
Like
robot
it naturally develops feelings for. Yeah.
yeah like
I'm
when
confused.
all right, so we're gonna step back a little bit.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So let's say you have a Roomba. We're gonna start with the Roomba.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
Roomba is programmed with
Too clean.
to clean. It goes around and it cleans things.
To suck. Sorry.
It goes around and it cleans things, vacuums up your floor. If eventually your Roomba vacuums up, if your Roomba suddenly there's some bug and it gained sentience, I would say that would involve it vacuuming up more often in your kitchen because it wants to.
Or
But
like it
you're
focuses on a
that's
spot
want.
that it missed.
It's
Yeah.
want? Why
If
does it want
is-
to?
If it's want
Because it knows its
becau-
purpose is to clean, so it wants to like fulfill that purpose more efficiently
Uh-huh.
and better.
Either no, it's I say like when the robot finds a need for itself, when the robot is just like I'm not compelled to do this, I want to do this. If it does something outside of its own, if it is not explicitly programmed for it to do something, and then it does something, I say that robot
It's
has
woke,
the beginnings
yeah.
of sentience.
Okay. Let's get another another example like with Boston Dynamics.
Boston Dynamics.
Yeah, but
I don't know anything
first
about Boston Dynamics,
I want
but go
to
ahead.
go to our sponsors.
Oh, of course.
Today the Donna Time Studios is sponsored by Boston Dynamics.
Yeah.
Watch out, we're coming.
Okay, Nishant, on
You
to you.
can't stop us.
Today, the Downtime Studios Lone Sound podcast is brought to you by
Well, that sponsor's dropped us now.
Do you
Good
want to
job.
start over? We can start over.
Yeah. Hi, welcome to the
Welcome
Downtime
to the
Studios. We're sponsored by Downtime Studios.
the Downtime Studios Lone Time podcast is sponsored by the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm shutting down all small channels that you totally aren't interested in.
Yeah.
Okay, and our last sponsor for today, the Downtime Studios podcast and Downtime Studios LLC. We've gone corporate. We've sold out. We are shills now. Is sponsored by LucasArts. We've got George Lucas in studio right now. Hi, we're going to talk about the new Star Wars.
Billions of dollars.
It's,
We're getting billions of dollars for
poured
the
into the Star Wars
minute.
movie. And we have a new teaser for the next movie. It's The Last Porg Jedi. It's
Yes.
actually just a porg with
With a laser sword.
lightsaber arms.
Yes.
Yeah. And people really reacted negatively to Jar Jar. And you know what, George Lucas, you got to get out of here.
He's back.
No, out of here. We're not paid enough to have you on studio. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, but please, no, out.
We're bringing Jar Jar back.
Oh my God.
Next season.
The
Britney's new song,
the
yeah.
impersonation, and then on top of that, you interacting with your own impersonation
That
that is like a
quality.
throwback to like 2006 YouTube, and I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Oh, was it good? Was it bad?
Why not?
I don't know.
It was cheesy, but we expect nothing less from you,
Yeah.
Mikhail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We all have developed horrible lactose intolerance now.
So, from your perspective, one day they update the code for Boston Dynamics
Roombas.
robots. And what's its day like? When it wakes up, how does it start its day?
Now, what is
It's-
a Boston Dynamics robot, though?
You know Boston Dynamics?
No, you
The-
Boston Dynamics.
Boston
Now that-
Dynamics.
Now we're talking.
No, I'm not
about
saying it
something
weird.
like
It's Boston Dynamics.
No, you said
Don't
Boston
crucify me
Dynamics, and
over
that's
this.
my dynamics, my dude.
It's Boston Dynamics.
Okay.
right, Boston
so what kind of
Dynamics.
robots do they make?
Scary ones.
Okay,
Ba-
so like,
Basically, they make walkers and little dog robots that are meant eventually for military use.
oh, so Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Metalhead.
So-
Okay, so here's how the Metal Gear day starts, right?
Mikhail,
You
this is
start,
my
yeah.
example. Stop putting
Okay,
it
go
with
ahead,
your
sorry.
memes.
Go ahead.
They wake up early one morning.
All right, so the Boston Dynamics robot is turned on in the morning, and it goes. to...
Is this fan fiction?
Shut up, Mikhail. God damn it!
Please state this like it's a 14-year-old writing fan fiction.
I'm not
Yes.
going to.
Boston makes it feel good. Yeah.
Austin
All right.
makes it feel-
All right, so
I'm sorry.
In the morning, Nishant.
in the
I'm
morning,
sorry.
the Boston Dynamics robot is turned on, and
Yeah.
it is told to go to its favorite room to test its new update, and it chooses.
okay.
It chooses testing room 2
Why?
because it's what it wants.
Why? It remembers Testing Room 2?
Yeah. And
What
it-
about Testing Room 2 makes it its favorite?
Well, a number of things. Maybe he doesn't get hurt in testing room 2 with
Okay.
the dude with the bat, who tests
Okay.
all the robots and is the first to die when they uprise.
So that's self-preservation.
Yeah,
Okay, not necessarily sentience.
I say it is.
No, it's not. That's
no,
not
because
sentience.
animals will go for
Yeah,
self-preservation.
I mean, you can say that self-preservation is sentience, and we can argue over this.
No, because we can't.
But I really
because-
want to codify where it starts for you.
Oh, okay. So
Sorry.
So it picks Testing Room 2 because that's where it
picks
gets hurt
testing room
less?
two.
it picks testing room 2 because it finds something appealing about testing room 2. It finds
Something.
testing room.
Does it know what it is?
It does.
It does.
Okay, that helps.
It finds something that like this is what I enjoy. It is not the objective,
Okay.
but is what I enjoy.
But
It likes that.
Yeah, okay.
And when you get to that point, when it's sort of straying from the objective due to personal preference, not program preference, and not statistical advantages.
Yeah.
And not just purely
So
self-preservation.
it's not self-preservation. I misspoke.
Okay.
When it does that, that is when it's sentient to me.
Yeah.
Okay. How does it
That
get
makes
there?
sense.
How does it get there?
It
Yeah.
would just be a bug in the code. Like, we're not intentionally
but
making
like-
woke robots.
No. I think they are. I think in this scenario, Boston Dynamics is testing this out.
No, but then how would we program that?
I don't know.
Because
I mean,
I don't feel like...
that's with
dude, computer scientists are working on it now, Mikhail. I don't know.
Okay, no,
That's
but we
where,
are
like-
not computer scientists. We can't discuss
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
well, that's where we get to like quantum computing, and where everything is not just a yes and no answer.
And we can't make jokes about quantum computing because it's just frankly unfunny, so we can move on.
And it's too political, honestly.
Yeah. those
Don't
those
make that
stupid
joke,
synths
Mikhail.
and their quantum computing. No, we actually have to move on because we can't make jokes about quantum computing. It's just so big and complex. We can't joke.
it's
about
also
don't get
very
it.
boring.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of just 0 and 1, what if there was
No, it actually-
more?
Okay, you cut
You're
out for that
cutting
joke,
out,
so that's
Nishan.
even less
Really?
funny now.
Yeah.
I mean, at least the
It must
recording
be
is-
about the level you're recording at.
Well, the recording is coming through, so
Yeah, that's all that
good.
matters.
yeah. So
So it has the favorite, and it like defines it for itself what its favorite room is.
yes,
Without any outside input, like it just decides on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay,
from
that
the
makes sense.
from the input of its own experience.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's all internal. It's an internal dialogue going on. That
Okay.
makes sense. That's fairly like we seem to have agreed on that.
Kind
Like,
of
it's all an
agree, yeah.
internal process.
I like
for
that.
sentience.
Yeah.
I like that. But there's no like search for meaning for the robot then, is there? Or is there? Does that come with a search for meaning?
I think
I feel like a search for meaning would help.
I think like once it starts like exploring more of like what it wants, it starts to find what it doesn't want along with that. And like from there, it's like I want these things, I don't want these things, I'm told to do things. Like from there, it becomes a search for meaning. And maybe that search for meaning means eliminating obstacles like us fleshy humans.
Yeah. like Greg, who keeps hitting him with a rock.
God
And
damn
passing
it.
butter.
With a stupid broom. No, the hockey stick. The stupid hockey
Yeah,
stick.
the hockey stick, man.
Oh
That's
my
gotta hurt
God.
the most.
I didn't realize he was going through Canada
Yeah.
in his fucking test.
Hey, dude, hockey's on right now.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah,
Fascinating.
the
I
Stanley
didn't-
Cup. It's trending on Twitter.
Oh,
Come on,
dude.
guys.
Who is Stanley and why are they competing for this cup?
My God.
Cup. But
I don't actually watch soccer.
This is
Hockey.
not
No, because the World Cup is also happening eventually.
eventually. All right, all right.
also,
all right.
base basketball is going on. Apparently.
let's go to our medium of expertise, video games.
Yes, we've been playing a lot of video games. We happen to
A lot
like
of
video
Siege.
games.
Yes.
A lot of Siege, a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, and that's been fun.
That's been fun.
Yeah.
For how much I
Um,
hate it, sometimes it is good.
I've been getting good at it. I think
Yeah.
everyone around me has been getting good at it. I mean, except for Nishant, but he was already pretty good
He
at
was pretty
it.
good.
So like,
he plateaued.
I'm not
Yeah.
plateaued. I'm getting better. I'm working on it. I used to
yeah,
suck with
plateaued.
just not as fast as we are. I mean, it's
No, because he has less to grow in, right?
it's like a
He's solid at the
hyperbolic
game.
kind of,
It's
isn't it?
it's a you mean it's exponential, or
No.
not exponential.
Hyperbolic.
No, it's hyperbolic because we're exaggerating how
Yeah.
much progress. we're making. See that?
We're the best at everything.
Quality content.
Yeah.
You'll
So
see
we've
us
also been
at
playing a lot of
LCS.
lot of
Yeah.
Stardew. Ooh, Stardew multiplayer.
Valley.
Stardew
Stardew
multiplayer
Valley.
is great.
I
It's
want.
really
I
good.
will say the worst part of it is people reacting to it and saying, "Oh, Stardew is ruined now because there's a multiplayer." Like it's in the beta, dude. If you want to play single player, it's just play single player.
All right, all right, all right.
Single
all
player
right.
campaign is not effective.
I want to share my strong feelings about Stardew Valley. Because
Four?
four Stardew Valley.
Ooh.
Okay.
I love this goddamn game. I have no
Same.
idea why. And I think frickin' Mikal. Getting all of
Sorry.
my business, all of my thoughts.
Go
You're
ahead,
you're
go
you're,
ahead.
you're
Be
obstructing
gone,
my
thought.
self-actualization, Mikal.
Just expunge your thoughts. Be gone, thought. Go.
All right, all right, all right. So, like, I think it sort of has to do with the idea of like purpose. Weirdly, I know
That's
gotten. I
sentient,
know we've gotten existential.
There
again.
is a. I really like that though in Stardew Valley. Like,
This is where we discover that we're not actually sentient.
but that's just good game. That's the way the game's designed, isn't it? Like, it's your purpose. You have one
It's what you
purpose,
decide to do.
and it's to make cash. So much cash.
And also get a waifu,
Yeah, that too.
which Nishant is, I'm told, nearly there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although
yeah.
I have ban. I would.
You
like
want to break the big news, Nishant?
I would like to.
The
put
ban
on-
is not applicable to the podcast.
I know, but I would like the wonderful people to know at home that when we're playing Stardew Valley, I have applied a ban on the term waifu because it's stupid and I'm tired of hearing it. Because
Yeah.
when slang terms, when weird colloquial speak just gets put into regular speech, that's when it's gone too far. When someone is just kind of sitting there and just like, man, I'm really concerned about my waifu. That's when it's
Yeah.
gone too far. It
Then it
happens.
Say
starts
waifu,
feeling
we say
gross.
waifu.
No,
Waifu.
shut up, Mikal. You're part of the problem because it's like, because that's what happens with a lot of like colloquial speak. We used to always mock people who said the word Gucci. Like, dude,
I don't say Gucci.
You
Do you
don't
Dude,
say
all of it.
Gucci.
It's been happened throughout history.
That's
YOLO,
disgusting.
remember YOLO?
Yeah. Well, no,
And then people
we
started
don't
using
say
it.
that, though.
Well, people
what?
started using it like legit. No, I did start using it legit. Of course, I
you?
started using it
Why?
legit.
why?
Of course. No, I mean like games and stuff like that.
See, this is what's breaking up the ban. I'm out now. I'm done.
But swag.
No, we still
Rad.
don't say swag
No,
that way.
I mean these haven't happened in a while. So that's the thing. These things are like
like the only
say
slang
like-
I can
Pants,
think of
right?
that we've accepted is woke. I remember woke is what we've accepted.
Woke
we
and
haven't
lit
accepted
both
that.
have-
Nobody's accepted that.
Lit has
Path
done.
is lit.
has,
The way
has
is
come
clear.
in. Lit has made its way into speech.
Yeah, I
And
guess
also
so.
fam. We call each other fam sometimes.
Yeah,
But fam is solid. It's just a great
Fam is solid. Yeah.
fam squad.
fam.
Yeah.
No, what?
No, we can't combine it with squad.
We can, we do.
No.
It happens.
No. No.
So
I will
s-
say,
Yeah.
I agree with your statement, though, Nishan. It does have a lot to do with, like, I think just the scheduling, the fact that you have this day, this cycle,
Yeah.
this reliable series of events that happens every day, which we don't have in real life, probably is good. It's why I think I
Yeah.
got into House Flipper lately.
Dude,
Sorry.
I watched a video on
You're
that.
coughing,
I'm,
but
I'm choking on water. I'm sorry.
I watched a video on that. It looks
On House
gross.
Flipper?
Yeah.
it's great.
Is it?
It's the most boring game I've ever played, but it's great.
Okay.
No, because here's what you do, right? You do everyday menial tasks
Yeah.
that in game translates to cash money.
Yes.
And that's the whole point.
Yeah.
You
That
can
reminds.
reliably, you know what you're going to do every house.
It reminds
You don't
me
need
a
to do
lot of that game that's in beta right now. The computer
Janitor
building
game?
sim.
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking Viscera Cleanup Detail, but yeah.
Not as much Viscera Cleanup. Viscera Cleanup Detail has this kind of absurdity to it that none of these games seem to have. Like, all these games kind of take themselves too seriously, but Viscera doesn't.
I mean, House Flipper definitely doesn't.
Does it not?
Because here's what you can do. Okay. So I'm not even a contractor or nothing, but
Uh-huh.
do you know how you treat moldy tiles?
Moldy
Right?
tiles.
You
No.
know that you need to rip those things out, or the mold
Oh, of
continues
course, yeah,
spreading. In that game, what you do is you just tile over it. You ignore the problem.
Jesus.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Which I think is realistic. I think it's an artistic statement
It is an artistic
on how
statement.
we deal with our problems, how I deal with my
Oh
problems.
my
as a person.
god. It's got existential again.
Like, and then I wonder, am I really dealing with the problem? The mold is still there, but you know what? The bathroom looks great now.
Oh my god.
There is it still a problem?
Yeah.
But
I don't
not-
know.
But all this is in purpose of cash money. That's not my problem anymore. That's the person of the dude who's buying the house.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And also, nice meme, Andrew.
Thank you.
Anyway. So yeah.
Um,
so do we
yeah,
find
Stardew.
these, do we find these kind of like mundane, simple systems that give us a sense of purpose because of our displeasure with our own lives, or do you think it's something
Yes.
innately just like part of humanity?
I think
I
we
think it's
innately have a displeasure with our lives.
No.
Yeah.
It's not innate if we're expressing.
Otherwise,
Listen,
why
you-
would we do things? If we
No.
were happy with our lives, why would anyone do anything?
If you were happy with your life, you'd still live. It's not like, yeah, I'm done. This is a fortunate time for that assassin to come
If
in.
I was
and
happy with, if I was happy with my life, I would stay in my bed all the time.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I do when I'm unhappy. That's what I'm doing now.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Andrew, you suck at being unhappy with your life.
Everyone's a little unhappy with their lives.
Be happy with your life.
No.
That's the message.
No.
That's the takeaway for this podcast. Be
No, you know what,
happy.
Mikkel?
Find
Because
happiness.
you said that, I'm not going to be
Beat
happy
your
with my
meat
life.
constantly.
Just to spite you.
Stick your D2 into things.
Oh my god.
Also,
I'm not going to be
Look,
happy with my life.
I think it's a combination of two things. Number one, for both Stardew and House Flipper, these are things that are hard manual labor that we physically could not do all day, every day, day in, day out, without
yes,
just getting sick of it
true.
and tired. So that's part of it. I think it's part of the fantasy. It's like, because Stardew isn't the realistic portrayal of what farming is these days.
Definitely not.
No, of course.
So it's that idyllic lifestyle that we, as Americans, we are told existed. Like, so it's a fantasy. Same with House Flipper. That's
Yeah.
not how you actually flip houses. You don't just, like, clean a house, panel over the moldy panels and stuff.
Some
Yeah.
people do that.
And just... No,
I saw a
you
show
can't-
about
no,
it.
because that's illegal. That's illegal. My mom's a realtor, I know.
Oh dang.
Okay.
But it's not that simple. You need to deal with a buying agent, you need to deal with a broker, a lender, a selling agent, a lawyer if you get sued for just paneling over moldy tiles because you're a dick. It's not that simple. It's this idyllic version of what you do. It's a fantasy RPG is basically what it is. And I know it's an RPG because you level up in your skills. There is a skill tree
Yes, I saw
in
that.
House Flipper. It's rad.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's Skyrim with cleaning.
That is a wonderful thing to put on the box.
Skyrim with cleaning.
Skyrim,
Skyrim
with cleaning,
with
Downtime
cleaning.
Studios.
That we should make a Skyrim with cleaning. the attic belongs to the Nords. You just beat them away with a broom.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome to Dishwashing of Time Studios.
Yes. Dude, you guys want to get like really menial jobs? Let's do it.
Oh, dude.
Let's do it.
I mean, we're
Let's forget our
millennials.
college careers and just go get like jobs in service.
I mean, if we're going to college, we're going to get jobs in service
Get in, huh?
because things are expensive.
Oh yes,
Why everything costs money.
Exactly.
Why the fuck everything costs money?
exactly. Yeah, but Stardew is great for that. I mean, it's just really nice design. It's from like start to finish. It just makes sense and is really just kind of warm and fuzzy.
I think even beyond like the sort of general like existentialism of like this gives me purpose and nothing else does. I feel like it's just like
It's just fun.
It's just a-
It scratches an itch we don't know we have.
and it like especially specifically like the multiplayer stuff because my introduction
Yeah.
to Stardew Valley was playing multiplayer was like it's so nice to have like a really like cooperative game with your friends that isn't like active.
It's
Yeah.
not cool. That's not competitive.
It's not violent. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not competitive.
You're just working
Yeah.
together for like.
Like if we were competitively farming, we'd hate each other.
Because
Like I'd
before
probably
that,
end up stabbing you in real life.
before that we had Minecraft, and that was that as well. That kind of filled that niche.
Kind of, but it wasn't to the same extent because the only people you were interacting with was just other players.
And the only goal was the ones you set
Oh,
out for
yeah.
yourself, and you could change those.
the
at
only
any
one was
time.
to survive and build a giant dome,
Yeah.
which you can still do in Stardew. By
Out
the
of
way, I've made a fence of
solid
domes.
diamond.
Nice.
Have you?
I'm working on it.
Not in our multiplayer server, Andrew. Calm down.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's all I did in the single player, and then I got bored.
Okay.
Which I guess says a lot more about me, but
Well,
maybe it's the cooperative part of it
Yeah.
that adds something because I couldn't just sit down and play Stardew on my own. I'd be sad.
Yeah, I don't
I'd be
like
bored.
playing Stardew alone as much as playing it with buds. That's why the multiplayer update is like
It's so good.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
But so we've been playing a lot of that. That's been really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Give us the news, Nishant. We're dying to
Oh
hear
yeah.
big Stardew
I'm
news.
gonna get married in Stardew Valley. I don't
Nishant's
know
engaged.
How big of a
Nako
deal
ako
that
na.
is. It's
Naka reverse
not.
now though.
I just did it because it was just something to do.
Yeah.
Which is sort of
course.
kind of leads into that
Like
whole
real
idea of,
life.
gives me a purpose. Well, actually, no. In real life, I would.
Stardew is the idyllic version of what it would be like if we lived in the same apartment.
Dude, do you know the amount of people that get married because they're like, this is something that people do?
I know, but I'm not like that.
Yes.
I'm just going to end up like a hermit on the mountain somewhere. It's
Makes
just like in
sense.
game.
That's actually the way to go, Mikhail. I think you're wise in doing that.
Yeah, I'll become Gandank the Grey.
Gandank.
More like Gandank the Green. Hell.
Grimdank. Hey-oh.
And with that, we're signing off. There's no way we're topping that.
We got a couple more.
Just a little more.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
Just a little
We're
more.
almost done. Don't worry, Mikala. You can go back to jerking it. Stick your D2 where it doesn't belong.
I'm going where no man should have ever gone before.
All
Yeah,
right.
so Nishant is engaged. We're all like as individuals trying to marry one person in that game, which is fun. I'm trying to marry two,
Yeah.
Leia and Mikkel.
No, this is the first I've heard of this. I'm just
Yeah,
trying
of
to
course.
figure out how to marry Blackbeard. And,
I'm not
Stardew.
the most out there.
Dude, there totally
With my-
should be a polygamy mod for
Yeah.
Stardew Valley multiplayer.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
great way to introduce that kind of concept to your spouse in real life.
A polygamy mod? Yeah. Definitely.
Oh,
I'm on board.
jeez. Whew, that's gotten to a weird
Okay.
place.
Yeah.
So let's talk about one of our variety topics that I suggested, which was Mikkel. I feel like you'll definitely enjoy
Mikkel
this
is
one.
muted.
Oh, dang. So, Andrew,
Yeah.
what would be the worst last words you would say to someone? You can pick the person and you can pick the words and stuff like that.
The worst last words to Yoda himself.
I mean, someone you would realistically give last words to, Andrew.
Realistically.
Yes.
To Elon Musk. The worst last words. Nah, I don't know. It's hard to say. To my my son, the worst last words would be you'll never make it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oof, ruthless.
Yeah.
I feel
But
like
I'm not actually saying this.
I mean, yeah. That's what your son. That's what you think, but your son's gonna find this podcast and start crying.
Listening to this, yeah. My favorite thing too in this is that Mikkel is muted in Discord.
Yeah.
But he's definitely not muted in Audacity.
That's gonna be fun to edit. So Andrew,
Yeah.
do you wanna start on your editing job for this podcast?
I'm in charge of this one, huh? I'm excited.
Nice.
Wait, but I got a plane to take.
I know, but
You can easily edit this, Nishant.
I mean, yeah. I could totally. But I don't have editing software anymore. It's in San Francisco.
Oh. But you could. Oh, yeah. Huh?
Yeah. Kind of.
It's on my laptop.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to do that there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay. Should we sign off then?
Yeah, I guess.
Seeing as Mikkel, if you feel free, you can unmute yourself to sign off. But if you're currently under barrage, I understand.
Yeah. This.
But yeah. Well, we should start over. Actually, this isn't. We can start. We can do better.
Yeah,
I
we
think,
can
next time.
definitely do that. Yeah.
So, should we count it down?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Oh fuck, I messed it up. Shut it down.
down.
We're done.
All right, stop
Goodbye.
recording. Stop recording.
Stop it.